Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. Welcome back, goons. Are you feeling hated? Are you feeling hated right now? Teddy, they hate us because they ain't us. Yes, 100%. You guys are goons. You guys are awakened. You guys know the formula. You guys know about manifestation. They hate you. They hate you that you know all this. They're like, oh man, these guys are kooks. They're goons. They don't know. They don't know that they're all crazy. No, we may be crazy, but we're awakened and we're crazy, and that's what this is all about, guys. Longer form content. I really react to the videos. We got a lot of creepy For You page TikToks today, so we're going to go through everything. We're going to see what they are trying to tell us, and we're going to make sure that we're the goons and we're awakened, so we are going to be able to differentiate from the BS versus what's cap. Wait, what is cap? Oh boy. Teddy, I need to know what cap is. I know. Now I'm just saying things because others say it. Is this cap or not? I don't know. All right, we're getting right into it. Longer form content. Can't you tell? The intro's long. All right, let's go.
Americans are famous for being infantile. We love to go out and have hamburgers and hot dogs and watch a ball game. And like with the kids. No, you're going out there because you are a kid. You are the kid. This is why in all ball games, always, football and basketball and, I don't care, tennis ball and soccer. I mean, America loves ball games because we're just a bunch of children loving ball games. But in all the ball games, you will always see movie stars. They will zoom in on movie stars who are there at the game, or the president's there, or the senator is there with his wife watching the game. So it's like, oh, the adults are out watching the game with us kids, And they will have the president go out and throw the first ball. Daddy's coming out to play ball with us, I saw through that crap a long time ago. I don't care who's at the ball game. I want to know what these guys are doing at 2:00 in the morning. I want to know what they're doing at 3:00 in the morning in their secret meetings, planning the demise of my country and planning the destruction of human freedom. I want to know who these criminals are. I'm not interested to see them at a ball game. I'm not impressed with their ball games. I'm not impressed with them. And I don't like being played for a fool. And that's all America is doing, is playing everybody for a fool. It's about time we wake up and find out this ball game is over.
Yo, what the heck is this part of the, oh, we got to keep the populace entertained and give them food, then that's how they'll never revolt? Who said that? Someone said that. Caesar? One of the Roman guys said that. I know. I've seen that slogan. That's exactly what's happening now. We continue having entertainment and all the food you can eat. Hey, how's it going, TV gang? You eating right now? I feel like a bunch of you are eating right now. You stop eating. Actually, keep eating. You may need that energy. Make sure you're making healthy choices. Teddy, they're eating pizza and Chinese food. I know. I would do the same. It's like, oh, it's Teddy's show. Let me go get my pizza and Chinese food and watch. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Sometimes you have both. Leftovers. Wait, what? Yes, this guy is saying true things. I don't know if the 2 or 3 a.m. Meetings are legitimate or not. I'm sure that's during the ritual time. So yeah, they gotta all meet. The Freemasons especially, Teddy. The Skull and Bone Society. Oh boy. Yeah. Wait, crazy Teddy, you seem to know a lot about these secret societies. All right, let's keep it going.
Ever had a conversation with someone, then you see an ad for that thing on Google? That happens.
Yes, but
so something's going on where it's listening to your conversations.
Yes and no. I mean, we have an ability to keep total privacy in a device.
But from who? You can keep privacy from me because I don't have access to your device. But if I was working for an intelligence agency and I had access to a Pegasus program, I am in your device. And I've talked to people
only because it's not perfect. We can actually build much better privacy than exists today.
But the privacy that we have today is far less than the privacy that we had before we had phones.
I don't really quite agree with that.
How so? If you didn't have a phone, okay, and you were at home having a sensitive conversation about maybe you didn't pay as much taxes as you should, there's no way anybody would hear that. But now your phone hears that. If you have an Alexa in your home, your Alexa hears you say that. People have been charged with crimes because Alexa heard them committing murder.
Oh, this is a true thing. Privacy no longer exists. As soon as you brought that phone home, as soon as you integrated your AI into the home, oh, Teddy, I can't live with the Alexa or OK Google anymore. Oh boy. See, it's now part of your life. It's now part of your ecosystem. You need Alexa to tell you, hey, set an alarm for 7 in the morning. You need OK Google to set an alarm for 7 in the morning. Teddy, damn it, you keep setting the alarms for 7 in the morning. I'm sorry. It's just something about 7 in the morning. Oh boy, yeah, privacy is not a thing. I guess this is Google's top researcher, Ray Kurzweil. Sounds like he knows that privacy can get better, but there's no such thing as privacy getting better. As soon as you're keeping metrics on data that should and was not digitized before, boom, privacy's out the window. Everything's digitized. Everything's ones and zeros in a computer now because we decided we want to know what you're talking about even when the phone is not active and it's in your pocket. We're not listening. Don't pay attention to us. Don't pay attention to what's going on behind the curtain. Just enjoy your entertainment. Just enjoy eating. Wait, is that what you guys are actually doing right now? Oh boy. All right, let's keep it going.
The hidden truth behind Google.
The internet was created by the American military in order to manage the American empire. It was created by DARPA in the 1960s in order to digitize and be able to quickly share within the military all of the social science research on foreign populations who were posing insurgency concerns to U.S. managed governments. In 1991, the World Wide Web rolls out. DARPA turns over the internet to the National Science Foundation and projects that through a bunch of universities to make it publicly available for commercial use. As soon as the internet came out, DARPA commissioned a program called Massive Digital Data Systems Program. And the Massive Digital Data Systems Program was a joint project of the NSA and the CIA. Part of this involved tracking search results through the early search engines that were created to be able to navigate this new internet. And this is where Google comes into the picture. In 1995, Larry Page and Sergey Brin are PhD students at Stanford. They had a DARPA grant to do this search engine aggregation work. They would then take this work to form a company called Google. In 1998, Google quickly came out with very innovative product sets like Google Maps. They got Google Maps by purchasing the CIA's Keyhole satellite software. It was the CIA's spy satellite software that is the only reason Google got Google Maps.
Hey, that technology had to be coming from somewhere, and I've heard the same thing about Oracle and databases. And you know how many things run on Oracle's databases? Oh boy. Everything was found previously for the government, and now we're using the same tech for our own reasons. Hey, is the World Wide Web exactly what you think it is, or should you be on the dark web? No, let me be on the dark. Wait, never mind. Oh my God, why is this always Teddy do the things? It's like, Teddy, do the illegal things. No, we're not doing anything. Interesting, very, very interesting. I definitely am never knew this information before, not really sure what to make of it. I mean, internet's a great thing. You guys are watching me on the internet right now, or TV, or internet, iPad, tablet, whatever device. Teddy, I'm on the cell phone. Yes, you see. Oh boy. Hey, wonderful thing. Thank you, Google, and hopefully the AI gods are making it easier for you to take over. Soon there won't be any other websites. Everyone's just going to use Google for everything. What's the point of going to other websites? There's Google. Google's the most visited website for a reason.
So in this video, you can see me grabbing the lemon, right? I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half once more, right there. You can see me cut it, right? I go get a bag. Okay, I grab the bag, I go back for the lemon, and I grab the lemon, and I touch it, and I'm like, why is it not cut in half? In my face, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one. I recut the lemon.
I've seen the lemon video before. Hey, sometimes you cut into fruits and they still stick together till you break them apart. You know, maybe it's that surface tension. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe the girl definitely hopped dimensions and timelines, and now in her timeline, the lemon was never cut, and it happened so quack. I'm sorry. It happened so quick that, you know, she wasn't able to differentiate. She had to go back to the CCTV to check. The first one, you know, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely strange howling. I wouldn't say it was crying necessarily. It sounded like some type of like pack animals. Is that like where all the coyotes go to hide from the desert heat and then they come out during the night? It makes sense. It makes sense to me. Maybe some other animals are down there as well. Maybe something's being attacked. Never mind. We're going to keep it going.
In the old stories, in folklore, there are myths around trees that can speak and around people who can hear them. The following footage is from a family who were out hiking when the father notices that when his daughter makes a certain sound, as if she's speaking to the trees, they respond to her, and he has her repeat it several times, and he captures something on film. Is there truth to that folklore, to those myths and legends? Take a look at this footage and you tell me.
Right, Daisy and Deacon, make the noise, see if the tree will talk to you. Shh. Did you hear that? Right, say it again, see if it'll talk to you again. Right, shh. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it's a tree herder.
It's a tree herder?
Yeah.
It's doing it again. Make a noise, Daisy, see if it'll talk to you. It did. Do it again.
Yo, that sounded like a door creaking or something. I've recently been hearing about these tree herders. I haven't actually done the research. Give me 1 second.
In the old stories, in folklore, there are myths.
1 second here. Tree herder. What is a tree herder? Whoa, a tree herder is like an actual tree. Token ant tree herders. I'm trying to do some research. It looks like this is a type of tree herder. They're like ant trees. They're walking trees. They look crazy. Never even heard of this. Quite interesting. I believe you. I believe you that you believe that there are tree herders in the forest. And then if other mystical creatures exist, why not tree herders? Hey, interdimensional beings of all sorts. Maybe they're in the hollow earth hiding. You don't know. You don't know. Just keep listening to those door creaks. Daddy, I keep going into the forest and keep hearing all these doors creaking. Buddy, stop going into the forest. That's where people disappear. Maybe that's where they're getting awakened and they take them to the hollow earth and they're like, here, now you live forever. Never mind. We're going to keep it going.
Let me show you something real quick. Hold on. Let me show you something. Look. Y'all see this? Look at this. Now let me show you. Look at this. Osteoporosis, bone health, blood sugar, urinary tract infection, prevents and treats cancer, prevents iron deficiency, hypertension, boosts immune system. Look at this, lactation, inflammation and arthritis, harvesting.
Damn it, that Roundup company just keeps trying to tell us they're weeds, they're dandelions, they're not good for us. You gotta throw some Roundup on there to make sure that they keep dying. Well, isn't that the greatest way to hide the cure? In plain sight. Yeah, these are weeds, don't use them. Oh my god. And that looked like that book of healing or whatever book that they always try to sell us. And hey, if some people are using that book as a guidebook, so I feel like all the information from that book is already in all the TikTok shorts. So is it really worth spending the $60 plus shipping, or do you just continue watching Explore the Weird content to get your daily fix? Regardless, hey, how's it going, goons? Are you having fun so far? Hey, it's hard keeping this channel growing and going. I would love to have even more support. Consider becoming a member today. It does help the channel out. You get videos a day earlier. You can see in the comments, all the members comment first before it goes out to the public. Do give us that help. If you can support the channel, come support the channel, because the advertisers don't want to support the channel. They're like, hey, Teddy talks about weird stuff. No, I say we give him another shadow ban. Now, you stop it, YouTube. Let me do my thing. I'm going to continue exploring, and you just keep your hand over the shadow ban button till I do something wrong, I guess. Damn YouTube algorithm, always ready to shadow ban me. All right, let's keep it going. Big fan of dandelion stuff. I've never had it, but I hear the wine is very good.
It was proved at the turn of the century that the human body is almost 80%, 90% water, and it's also got electrolytes in it, which we know to be salt, potassium, different minerals. That means we're a salt battery. No different than the car battery, different than something like that. And there's a patent actually called the Cali patent, which I'll hold up here for the camera to see. And this patent actually was developed in 1897, and not much has been done with it because at that time everyone was afraid of electricity. In this case, Dr. Clark developed a product using a 9-volt battery. I'll just show you in the back here. There it is, 9-volt battery. And this particular unit, you just snap on your wrist with 2 wristbands.
I'll have a minute. Yeah.
You snap it on your wrist just to prove that I'm a circuit. I push the little green light, and the thing is on. And if I put my hands together, you can hear that I'm a circuit, and I'm a closed circuit at this point. Now with
Why do we get a sound when you put your hands together?
Because I've closed the circuit. Now when I take my hands apart, obviously the body. The electricity can't go through the digestive tract, so in the digestive tract, to kill the microorganisms, the specific parasites, she's found the effectiveness of the black walnut, which the native Indians used for cleansing many years ago. The black walnut, in its green hull form, kills many of the microorganisms, and in conjunction with another product called wormwood and cloves, typical cloves that you would get at the store, these 3 in combination have the ability to go in and kill all the pathogens. Now what's most interesting is the Mexican people have the lowest incidence of cancer anywhere on the planet, and the reason is they kill the ascaris with this particular product here we all know to be the jalapeno pepper. And those seeds of the jalapeno pepper, only 10 or 15 seeds twice a day, have the ability to kill the ascaris, which she found to be a major cause of why the body loses oxygen at the tumor sites. And to kill that, you use the jalapeno seeds, and then you back that up with a little ozonated olive oil.
How are you so certain that each time you have...
We use scanning techniques and we do blood tests. You can tell if a tumor has shrunk or not, but I realized this kind of criticism would come along, and that's why I saved 50 sets of x-rays before and after and all the blood tests, and that's what I published in the last book.
Now this is where you really...
Wait, what was the last lady talking about? True healing, and the first guy's talking about something different? Wait, I kind of want to know more about this lady that has the x-rays and the lab tests and blood tests. What has she found in her scientific tests there? I'm not sure. If you guys know more about the second clip, do let me know. The first clip was wild. I had to actually write down all the craziness he told me. Wormwood. The last time I've heard of wormwood, I feel like was an absinthe. You know, absinthe, is that the thing that makes you like hallucinate, right? Wormwood? Is that something else? That's just a worm? I don't know. Wormwood sounds real weird now to me. The more I say it, the more I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what it is. Cloves? Cloves? Don't people smoke cloves? Aren't cloves banned? Didn't Obama ban cloves at a certain point? Wait a second. Are they banning the stuff that's actually doing the curing? And now he even said there's a certain group of individuals known as Mexican people, and they are eating a bunch of jalapeno pepper seeds and stuff, and that's helping them get rid of parasites and keep their bodies more whole, I guess, more natural. And then the black walnut, what the hell? I actually had to write this stuff down. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. What about all the ones where people got those tree nut allergies? You ain't making them eat black walnut. Hey, here, have some black walnut. Don't worry about your tree nut allergy. It's gonna cure the cancer. That's it. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. When they die of asphyxiation because you didn't have the EpiPen at hand, that's when... Never mind, this is turning into something else. I'm not trying to disprove, I'm just trying to understand. Ați auzit vreodată de efectul piramidei?
Acesta a fost deslușit de Nikola Tesla pentru a putea obține energie gratis. Dacă nu știați, piramidele sunt niște centrale electrice care produc energie electrică din eter. Așa că uitați-vă cu atenție la acest clip și veți vedea cum se produce energia electrică gratis.
This is hard to believe. This is hard to believe. I have seen the copper pyramids. I've seen copper pyramids even in food preservation. You put things in them. I haven't seen, I'm not even sure if this is truly copper or something else going on. And then even this water that he's throwing down here with the copper tube coming up, I'm going, is that salt water? Because I don't think regular water current passes through. So this has to be some type of like salt water to help the current pass through. And then because these things appear hollow, I'm like, maybe there's, you know, a battery in there that's, you know, and they're tricking us. But if this is true, I mean, we should be able to replicate this, right? Let's build the thing. Hey, if Nikola Tesla was telling us this, I should be able to do this now. I'm going to take hold of the ether and I'm going to have my own energy. Soon my entire house is going to be powered by a gigantic copper pyramid just over my house in a gigantic pool of water. This is gonna happen, and hopefully I test it in a smaller scale first before I just blindly start ordering all these things to build a gigantic pyramid. But if I was building a gigantic pyramid, wouldn't you guys want in? Teddy, I just want to feel the energy. We're already feeling the energy from the Shivalingam, crazy Teddy. Don't worry about the pyramid. Maybe we should go to the real pyramids and go, oh my god, this keeps turning into more ADHD things. I want to do so many things. I want to do so many things. So many things, so little time. All right, let's wait. So little time. I have all the time in the world. My timelines keep popping. My timelines keep popping. You're gonna keep popping with me. You guys are goons. We're gonna be here forever. All right, let's keep it going.
Don't you think it's so fucking crazy how we all live in like different realities and different dimensions right now? Like, you know, before the awakening, right? Before I started doing a deep dive into myself, before I started waking up to the fucking illusions of this goddamn reality that we've been enslaved in for so long, I was just like fucking everybody else. You know, we were all in the same place together. And now, even scrolling through TikTok, I'm literally like, what the fuck? I live in a whole different dimension, reality, than other people do. Like, we're not all on the same fucking playing field. And I don't mean this in like, I'm better or worse. It's like, it's just wild to see where some people are, other people are, and then other people are. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. Like, we are literally in a spiritual warfare right now. Like, literally, the Great Awakening, like, souls waking up, and, like, and then there are other people just, like, partying, and, like, caring about just, like, all the shit, like, superficial shit, and I'm not saying anything's wrong or bad or worse or good, I'm just saying, what the fuck? It bugs me out sometimes. I'm like, bro, this is, like, it's such a wild, gnarly experience to see where other people are in just different dimensions and realities, like, and the more you awaken, the more you see, the more you can't believe that other people can't see. And I get it, like, not everyone is meant to awaken, not everyone is meant to go through this journey, but for the ones that are, dude, we need to talk about this shit, because there are times
they hate us because they ain't us. We guys, we're goons. We are awakened. We can deal with this. If you're having mental breakdowns, let me have the mental breakdowns. Let me do the spiraling. You be normal. You be normal. Keep it up in the Matrix. You may need that. You may need to play with the Matrix in order to actually win the Matrix. This lady is definitely very true. I do believe multiple timelines, multiple things are happening in other people's timelines. It's just huge satisfaction to me that you guys are goons and you're able to interact with my timeline. I feel so blessed that every goon comes back. I feel so blessed. Thank you for constantly coming back. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. Even through the shadow ban, the goons kept coming back. The truest goons are the ones that stuck with me even through the lowest of times, even through the shadow ban. I still pumped out content. But it's not about me. This is about you. How's your timeline doing? Is there a simulator in your timeline? Are you worried about it in your timeline? Start hopping different timelines. Start hopping different realities. Start hopping different dimensions. Manifest what you want. Manifest what you need. Don't start worrying and spiraling. You just keep watching. You just keep watching. Yeah, I loved everything this lady said. Let's keep it going.
Ever see those squiggly lines in the air? People may refer to them as floaters. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what these things really are. Now, typically, mine come in different shapes. They almost look like fractal patterns. Now, they tell you it's an eye condition, but that's false, okay? Just like when they made up the so-called demon face syndrome, right? This is all false. Now, we are all aware that we are living in some type of light code simulation. We only actually see less than 1% of the light photon spectrum. Now, the ones and zeros that make up this matrix are referred to as what's called Adinkra codes. When computers transmit information, typically this information is submitted through what they call binary or ones and zeros. Here's another visual perspective of Adinkra symbols. When we see these floaters, basically what we're seeing is fragments of the matrix glitching. Basically, we're seeing the binary code or Adinkra symbols that string together this matrix. Since we only have access to less than 1% of the light photon spectrum, once in a while we actually may get a little more, and sometimes we start to see a little bit through the matrix. So it may appear as Adinkra symbols or binary, which is these little fractal patterns that we may get in our visual spectrum. A quantum physicist that studies supersymmetry by the name of Professor James Gates conducted a study in which he discovered that the same binary code that is used in computer transmissions actually makes up the fabric of our reality. This is why a motherboard and a city look so identical. You can't tell me whether this is a motherboard or a city, I bet. So when the matrix is glitching, sometimes you may see portions of what's running it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. True interdimensional sight. Oh my God. We're only getting 1% of the light in, and that's what we're perceiving. I mean, I have so many like optical illusion things my wife sends me sometimes. It's like, hey, is this color the same as this color? And then like they take everything out. It's like, oh, they were both the same color the entire time. Hey, is this the same size as this line? And it's like, hey, they take out all the other components out. Hey, the lines are the same. Hey, are these lines straight or bent? Man, our eyes are tricking us all the time. Our brain is perceiving what it wants to perceive. I totally understand what this guy is saying, even with the demon face syndrome, the PMO. That's what they're telling us. Hey, if people start turning into demons around you and they start growing all kinds of reptilian features, that's normal. That's just your eyes. That's just your eyes awakening to a different dimension and reading from that dimension. It only happens a few times. But there are people that this is currently happening to. And the eye floater thing is even wild to consider that being like code that your eyes are perceiving, you know? And then in the end, if this is all a great mathematical equation, I'm going for the mathematical equation over simulation theory. It all makes sense. This is exactly what I need to perceive, and it's what I need to know. That's it. That's it. Everything else don't matter in my timeline unless I make contact with it. And then that's when I start going interdimensional in the timelines. Oh boy, I'm just shifting. I'm in dimension B. I'm in dimension C. See, you see, you watched me do it. Oh boy, I could tell by my eyes. You need to learn. You need to learn. Okay, let's keep it going.
This is the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge in 1881. This is Grand Central Station in 1900. Here is the construction of Fenway Park in Boston in 1914. Here's Boston in the year 1900. And here's Detroit in 1888. And all of this amazing infrastructure was built before there was a federal income tax, which didn't exist the first 137 years America was a country. So how did the government raise money before 1913? Tariffs. We taxed goods that came in from other countries. So if China wanted to sell to American markets, they had to pay for American roads. But in 1913, a small group of powerful bankers sold Americans on the Federal Reserve Bank and the 16th Amendment. Now they didn't need tariffs because they could tax you. So they started selling Americans on free trade, which is extremely profitable for international banks and corporations. And they told us that the costs of goods and services will go down. They left out that the Fed's endless printing of money would destroy the value of your dollar, and that free trade would destroy American manufacturing and cost you your jobs. And this is why I write books on the corruption of the money system, the food system, how information is controlled, the trap of free, and so much more. Because if we want to give the next generation a fighting chance, We have to teach them the truth. ClassicalLearner.com.
Yeah, we want to give the next generation a fighting chance, but these are the systems that they are coming into. So you're basically telling the next generation, hey, here's some books I wrote, and you're all left. You're all left. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe those books are for adults and not children. Everything would be fine, but they're illustrated like they're for children. I've seen this guy before. He is selling children's books. He wants to awaken children bright and early. I'm not sure if that is completely for me. I'm not sure if I'm target audience. I don't think Kyra would be interested in the books either. I don't think she would understand. But hey, he has some audience somewhere where parents are sitting down with their kids and laying it out, and they're like, there's something called income tax, and like, this all happens, and now they're printing money, and the child's like, I just want to go outside and play with the water balloons. What the hell? Why are you reading me this BS? You think he cares? There's a perfect time and place for everything. And sometimes there's children that are like, I'm getting downloads. I'm getting aliens are real. Timelines are real. I'm like, bro, there's so much manipulation people do to their children and stuff. It's hard to say that this is exactly what the child wants or should learn. You know, hey, let children be children. Right? You do the adulting. You do the adulting. Sorry. A lot of things said here. You know, he's talked about buildings being created. Wasn't that state funded? Weren't those like Boston? There wasn't Massachusetts the one that got the Fenway Park. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done the research back in the 1800s when this all happened. But it does make you think. It does make you think. And there was a lot of jumping around. It went from like construction to, hey, federal tax. And then all the systems are against us. It's always lots of jumping around to get the point across. I do believe federal income tax is a scam. You know, there isn't much debt that we're getting out of. We keep getting ourselves into debt. The government should be working for itself and getting the GDP up. We should not still be in debt even in 2024. In 2025, it's not going to get any better. At some point, we're going to have to either default or continue printing. And how long is that sustainable? At some point, there could be a collapse. But I'll be ready. I'm in crypto. Watch me on the crypto side as well. Crypto Future, the Crypto Future. We live stream Mondays and Thursdays, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. We're educating all the goons. It's pretty easy to get into crypto. Don't get scared. Hold your own keys, figure it out. Whole different channel. We're not going to drill down into it here. But yeah, let's do 4 more. We're going to do 4 more.
My people, what you're seeing is Terrence Howard's working model of his virtual reality patent, live in action, made over 9 years ago, because this is when he posted it. In 2015, he said that there's enough energy in here, 1.21 gigawatts, to be able to time travel back to 1955. Now in this clip, we have another one of Terrence Howard's inventions, which he calls the linchpin, as you can see, right above me. Now this has a propulsion system that doesn't give off any heat or sound. Doesn't that sound familiar? Kind of like the UFOs that they describe of today. And it can even change directions and flip over without losing speed and disappear tap of a finger. Now, as you can see, someone called Terrence Howard's inventions futuristic, but I'm a firm believer that there's nothing new under the sun, and anything you can think of has already been done. It's just that we are now remembering. Enter the new age, baby. New sun. We getting all of our information back. Shout out to my ancestors, because I know ancient technology when I see it. Leave in the comments below. Peace and one love.
Regardless of how you feel about Terrence Howard, 1 times 1 is 2, is what he believes in his timeline, and I'm completely okay with him saying whatever he wants for his own reality. In my current timeline, this is a thing. I'm interacting with Terrence Howard. I've seen him on the JRE. I watched all 3 hours. I sat through that. I sat through Billy Carson. I sit through all of them. I love Joe Rogan podcast. I just want to know what the experts say. And most of the time, I'm only listening to the experts, you know? And most of the time, Joe Rogan's barely talking in them. I mean, I think in the Terrence Howard one, he only talked like 15 minutes. Yes, there's no straight lines. There's no straight lines. So this is producing 1.2 gigawatts, of energy in this life circle, like circle of life pattern that he has. And I'm like, hey, potentially it is. I haven't unlocked that power. I don't even know how to harness the ether. I've recently learned about the copper pyramids with the water solution. Does this need to be dunked in water? How do we generate the energy? How do we generate the energy? I'm ready to time travel. I thought we could only time travel to the future. How do we get to the past? Terrence Howard going to get us back to 1955. We're going to figure it all out. I'm ready for this. He's said a lot of things. Now I just need the actions to show that this is truly generating power. And then once more people vouch for this patent, then, and they're trying to relate this VR patent. I have no clue what this has to do with the VR, but it's been cited by so many companies. They're using it in their things. Yeah, maybe, but you abandoned the patent, so I'm not sure how I feel anymore. The other fun one is the linchpin drones. I've drilled down onto linchpin drones. It does feel like that technology was something investigated, can be done, does move the way it is, does seem UAP-like, does give all the UFO type feels that I'm looking for. Is that what we're experiencing? Potentially a very, very futuristic version of it, and we're still at that basic concept. So only time will tell. It's definitely opening up our minds and making us think creatively and more abstractly that, most of our sheeple do not do. But we're goons. We're smart. We're going to keep it going.
Okay, so the only way we have found into this thing is through this in the bottom, but it is locked. It looks like you need a key of sorts. But it is just perched up here on the side of this cliff. No entrances. And then when you come around this side, no entrances that we can see. Looks like there is like an air intake or something, but it just goes right back into this mountain. Now, as we were kind of out looking, we did see this underneath this rock. No clue what that is. And I don't know if that rock fell on that or if it was strategically placed, but it looks perfectly positioned on that thing. I don't know if that has anything to do with this giant thing right here, but let us know your thoughts. What is this thing?
There has to be another entrance in. You got to go in from the cave side. I have no idea. This is definitely appears to be bunker-ish. Maybe some military-related activity was going on in there. It is an interesting placement. I've also seen, like, when I went to Slovenia, they had castles that were in caves in the mountain, and you really had to, there was only one way in. There was great protection for the castle. So yeah, maybe that's what's happening. The military was planning ahead and like, if everything goes down, this is the final bunker and this is where there's only one entrance. This is the only way they're getting in. It's part of the geological properties around the area, so they won't be able to tell. They'll use it to our advantage. Makes you wonder what's really going on in there. What's really going on? Is this the exhaust out of a nuclear missile that's about to launch when they press the button? I don't know. Do you guys know what this is? Is this part of the Subtropolis and it's part of the limestone caves system, and this is how they walled it off? I don't know. I'm starting to guess, and my guesses aren't hitting. All right, let's just do two more.
The more we dig, the more we find. Here we have an image of a diploma for the American Pacific Exposition and Oriental Fair for Portland, Oregon in 1905. So 1904, they have the St. Louis World's Fair. 1 year after, we get this one in Oregon. This diploma is very interesting. As we go down to the bottom, we have a photo, and we can clearly see in the background two airships, both looking different. They normally don't show this form of transportation in these photos. They normally blank out the sky. But as we look up all of these countries, we see the big ones. And have any of us heard of a country in the 1900s named Caucasia? Here we have a photo of one of these airships sitting in between the two spires of the old world building. You can see that they use these spires to electrically charge these airships. And this was common knowledge. And in the very next photo, it's leaving the port. We are not given the truth about our history. This isn't something that we are ever told about in our mainstream schooling system all over the world. Do you find that odd? Let's keep digging. We see that the U.S. Army had this technology in the 1800s. Here we have a photo of the U.S. Navy airship in 1924, charging from this boat. We have shown in this episode in the beginning how there are possibly more countries and more land, such as Caucasia. So we have Tartaria. This is not something that is taught to us.
Wow. Wow. I had no idea that there was that much stuff just in plain sight there. I've never seen the I don't know, what is it, like an agenda or whatever it is? Caucasia. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Who's even coming up with these names? Tartaria is something I definitely heard of and do believe it existed at one point, and they're trying to write it off. But some of these other ones, and then the airships, I do believe airships are just something that's being written out ever since the big airship. What is it? The Heisenberg? I already forgot. Well, whatever that one was, that was the final one. There were like 30 people passed in that. That's it. No more airships. And then we went to Boeing. Don't come after me, Boeing. You stop it. You stop it. I'm just exploring here. Yeah, bunch of true statements said in this video. Time will only tell. Soon when we have our reset, they'll probably have a new flying machine, and they'll forget about all the Boeing things that we had and say, hey, it's all written away. We had to Photoshop it out. They didn't have air travel before 2300. Like, what are the people in 2300 going to think of us? We're still going to be there. Don't worry. We're just energies. We'll just keep passing. All right, just one more.
Humans who turned into toys. Valeria Lukianova wanted to look like Barbie, and now looks like this. Justin Jedlicka wanted to look like Ken, and now looks like this.
I have seen many people are trying to turn into Barbies and Kens. Some girls are even trying to turn into dogs, and some. Yeah, it's just turning you weird. Everyone wants to be something else. Hey, in your timeline, manifest whatever you want. You got the money to do it. You want to do that to your body, you go ahead and do it. People may stare at you and look at you different, but that's because they don't understand. That's not normal in their timeline. You're the odd one out. But hopefully, as long as you're secure and you're confident, I'm all for you guys doing this. But if there is other issues going on, seek the help that you need. But regardless, goons, you made it to the end. Welcome. How is it? How was this one? Well, a lot of different content here. We're really changing up the game. We're trying to get you as much content as you can possibly handle, and hopefully you're handling it well. That is it. I hope you guys had fun. Did you make it to the end? Do let me know. I've been doing this recently. Battery. Let me know you made it to the end. Battery. That's all I want to know. Hey, Teddy, my batteries are recharged. I'm good. That's good. Welcome back, goons. There should be videos on the screen now. Continue getting your goon fix in. Watch these other videos. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe, stay strong, and goodbye. Goodbye.